The third part of notes here, don't forget you're supposed to be adding all and answering the monitoring progress in your notes as well. Okay, so monitoring progress 3 and 4, make sure you put those in your notes. Here we have another core concept. You don't need to write all of this, only if it will help you. I'm going to talk about it to help you understand it. And basically, when you're trying to find the area of a polygon, a shape like this, there are so many triangles in here, right? Now, we know how to find the area of a triangle. The area of a triangle is half times base times height, right? Half times base times height. So if I have a triangle, here's the base and here's the height. Here, let me change my color. So this is the height. Oh, come on. The height, and this is the base, right? Half times base times height. Now, they're showing you here the area of a polygon is the area of one triangle, which is half times base times height, okay, times the number of triangles in that polygon. Now, they're using different letters here, right? I don't know why they're saying base of a triangle is S and not just use B like they always use, and height of the triangle is A, which is usually H. I don't know why they're changing the letters there, maybe because we're talking about polygons. But you're basically, you see how S is the base of this one triangle here, but it only works at the formula half times base times height when you've got a perpendicular angle, okay? This is a perpendicular angle. That is when this works. So you can't do half times base times height with, or you can't just multiply base times height on this. That doesn't make any sense. So that's why it's half, okay? That's why they're saying half, because you're cutting the base, which is S, in half, which only gives you this portion. So you take this portion, which is base, or they're calling it S. So you'll do half S or half B. I'm going to stick with B because that's base. And then A is the height, that perpendicular, it's like a segment bisector. It cuts this in half, cuts it at a right angle. Okay, so half times base times height, or BSA, or S and A. And then you take that area of this one, this one triangle. I just messed that up. This part of the triangle, okay? Now, how many do you have? Well, that's when you add them up. I mean, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. times n. So you're going to take the area of that circle, multiply by how many triangles you have, and they're calling that capital P, okay? The capital P is the number of, well, n is how many sides there are, and n times s is the perimeter, capital P, how many triangles there are, basically. No, how many triangles is n? Sorry, n times s is capital P. That's how they get to this formula. Well, this is what you're going to write in your notes, okay? The area of a regular polygon. Basically, if you just know this formula, you're good. This is how they show you how they got to this, okay? And if you understand how they get to that, then when they're asking you how to find area of a polygon, you know what you're looking for because you know where the formula is. I mean, it's easier to get your brain wrapped around how to do problems when you understand where they're coming from, okay? So that capital P is NS right here, okay? My fingers are not moving very well on this thing. There you go. NS. N, number of triangles. Okay. Now don't forget, it's not these triangles. These are not right triangles. Has to be the how many right triangles. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 in this case. And then S is the base. So the length of this, if it was 5, you would do 5. So 5 times however triangles there are, times the height, and then divide all of that by half. Okay. The example problems will help you really a lot to help you understand all of that. I'm sorry if that explanation went a little long.